blessed and humble day. Continue to have a blessed and humble afternoon, man. We outside with it, yo. We outside with it. We outside, yo, man. Woo! I ain't gonna be long on this live. I'm just listening, man. I gotta give a shout out to Empress Lonnie One Love, man, for doing her live today. Shout out to Farmer Nancy. Shout out to Beautiful One. All right, for doing the little thing. I gotta give a big shout out to SBK. All right, because he did another great live yesterday. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and deny. I like watching SBK's live when he be doing the Tap In podcast with Just ETV. All right, they be doing some great podcasts. He did one with Just ETV. All right, and I think they make a pretty good duo. I ain't gonna sit here and lie, like, co-host and co-host. Um, they make a good duo. All right. He had two recent podcasts, where these topics were very, very spicy. Is that who I think it is? Oh shit! Shout out to my big sis Anita Sweet, yo. Shout out to Anita Sweet. Anita Sweet, man. Listen, man, we're gonna be doing another giveaway, all right, on the middle of April. The date might change from the 25th to the 31st, but we definitely gonna get it done. If we don't do it on April 25th, it might change to the 31st or the 1st of June. All right, we're gonna be giving away 2 Riders for Life hoodies and some books. All right, so it's mostly gonna be a book giveaway. And those people that do win in that giveaway, it's going to be mostly for my subscribers, all right, my supporters that have been supporting me for a minute, those that be sharing my videos, like if my videos be commenting, all right, I'm going to put y'all names in a little wheel, and I'm gonna send y'all, whatever it is that we giving away that day. And I think we're going to do, if I'm not mistaken, I might end up doing a $100 giveaway. So 2 people might end up winning, $50 each, which would make it $100. Gonna start off small this time, but we definitely gonna get back to that, Right for Life giveaways, man. Shout out to Anita Sweet, yo. All right, we're gonna bring back the test your noggin and do the little spin the wheel thing. All right. So, I mean, it'd be fun doing a little test y'all on August, man. But listen, man, I definitely gotta give a shout out, all right, to Empress Lonnie One Love in her live today, all right, because she definitely did her thing. I like the way, Lonnie's able to, have people on her panel and let them work, out their issues. Even though the problem didn't get solved, all right, a line got drawn. You see where I'm coming from? Like, all right, we're going to leave it here. I go my way, you go your way. So shout out to Empress for having that great live today. All right. And I'm not going to sit here and lie. This is why, I type only in certain chats. All right. And it's not as much because of the content creator. You see where I'm coming from? And this is why I block a lot of people over here on my channel. You see where I'm coming from? Because it's like, I like having conversations with subscribers that, could have a conversation. But to sit here and argue with subscribers and go back and forth because a subscriber bought something from one channel to the other, that's not something that I like doing, all right? I don't get into that. I've learned my lesson, all right, a long time ago on some real shit, yo, man. Shout out to the subscribers that, come on channels and they have decent conversations. They're respectful. They're not disrespectful, all right? Those are people that you can actually, meet. You see where I'm coming from, meet where they at, and actually, how can I say, not feel like you're wasting your energy having a conversation, right? Because you can't really have a conversation with everybody here on social media, because a lot of people don't want that. Yes. This is Philadelphia. Well, go now, Philly, baby. But like I was saying, right? A lot of people, they don't really want the conversation. What they want is the drama, the bullshit to continue. You see where I'm coming from? And if you pay attention and you listen close enough, because some people listen, right? But they listen to respond, while others listen, but they listen to, how can I say, to receive. All right. And I like listening to receive. All right. I respond only when I have to respond. It's just that unfortunate, even though you got to treat these, social media streets like you treat these streets out here. You see where I'm coming from? It's unfortunate, right, that on this John you gotta actually block people. Blessings, blessings. Let me see. I'm trying to see the chat. Daniel Barry Sports highlights. Blessings, blessings. Happy Sunday. Blessings, blessings. Welcome to everybody. Yo, it is beautiful. It's beautiful outside. People are gonna be coming outside. They're gonna be acting wild. All right. It was like in the 70s earlier. Right now, it's like I'm gonna say like in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. But we definitely about to see people come outside with their, little scooters, their motorcycles and stuff like that. It might rain today. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. It's been beautiful all day. But, happy Sundays to everybody out there. Happy Sunday. Listen, I just wanted to come on this, John, man, and, just talk a little bit real quick about the stuff that's going on. Because, listen, like, on certain channels, man, I be laughing and geeking, but, man, in others, it makes you just like, damn, this is why, I don't even chat in the comment section, for real. Because I'm not going to sit here and lie. There are some content creators, right? And there are some content creators that, like being dictators, and the unfortunate part about a lot of shit, but it benefits them. The unfortunate part about this, a lot of these content creators, about the situation, right, with these content creators that like being dictators, all right, these hype men that they have, and this is why, like I said, I block certain people in the chat. All right, when y'all come with disrespect and stuff like that, man, I gotta block you. Because I'm not with that pick a side bullshit, all right? If somebody is the way they is, guess what? Time will tell, all right? You let someone talk long enough, you can see their true colors. For real. Like, a lot of us just don't got time for the bullshit, man. And that's why I say shout out to Empress Lonnie One Love. Shout out to Beautiful One. Yo, for real. Shout out, to Nancy, Farmer Nancy. All right, for doing their thing. I can't see who's in the chat. Oh, we got the beautiful Selena. Shout out to Selena, yo. Make sure y'all go check her out. Great conversations, great topics, yo. And listen, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, yo. She be doing some of the greatest interviews on this John, man. Make sure y'all go. This is why I say she be doing some of the greatest interviews on these Johns, right? Because she don't get into your personal business. She'll ask the questions that gotta be asked, all right? And she keeps that, listen, she keeps that shit real. She keeps that John real, for real. All right, so make sure y'all go check out the beautiful Selena. I could have chosen to, let anybody do my interview, but I preferred her. Why? Because I love the fact that she's not instigating. She's not an instigator. You see where I'm coming from? And there's a lot of people that, like using your past against you. You see where I'm coming from? But Selena's not like that. So I really appreciate her on these YouTube platform, for real. And, I like how she carries her channel, man. And Selena, keep doing your thing, yo. Saying that you might learn from Philly, baby. We gotta send some love to Texas, yo. We sending some love to Texas, baby. Oh. But yeah, man. But see, man, like, it's crazy. Like I was saying, I gotta get, trying to get back on topic real quick, man. I gotta give it to Empress, all right? I gotta give it to beautiful one, for real, man. Because, a lot of people, I don't know what it is with a lot of people, but they think beautiful one is, like, it's not my first time saying it, all right? She does support a lot of male content creators, but one thing I do notice from her, right? She does support women on this joint, but it's not a lot of us women on this joint. You see where I'm coming from? And I think, and if I'm not mistaken, beautiful one, I feel as though where she aims more her support is where, you got music, poetry, and stuff like that. You see where I'm coming from? But listen, I don't know what it is with this thing that people... I ain't got time to... I didn't get a chance to mute it. I ain't got time to mute it. He threw me off with that. We're going to hear a lot of music, man. But it's a lot of stuff coming up, man. This is why I say, right, I block certain people, man, because I don't like that he say, she say bullshit, man. I got to see things for myself, all right? That's why, how can I say it or put this into words, man? You gotta be careful with some of your subscribers as content creators. And me being both, all right, I'm not just a content creator, I'm also a subscriber to a lot of platforms, right? Um, whether it's the, so-called KB sector that they got on this John, all right? One thing I can sit here and say, right, I've learned that a lot of people, right, it's like, how can I say it? Let me let this song pass by. Hopefully they don't. Shout out to SBK, yo. I gotta give a shout out to SBK, man. Cause listen, man, he inspired me, he motivated me. All right. I was able to fill out the slot on my chapters thanks to, SBK. If y'all follow me, y'all know damn well, all right? I like watching content creators because it's like listening to stories, listening to the stuff that's said, right? Not just on these platforms, but out here on these streets, right? I'm able to, make poetry out of the things I hear, things I've listened. You see where I'm coming from? Out of the, how can I say, the experiences people go through. All right. And I'm able to, how can I say, give it some poetic justice and put it in behind pen and paper. Not just what I go through, not just what I experience, but I'm able to walk a mile. You see where I'm coming from? In these people's shoes and write, and, how can I say, write on a piece of paper. All right, what they're feeling. It's not that I'm, how can I say, trying to be that person or turn into that person. It's just that person, how can I say, inspired me the way they, how can I say, was able to overcome whatever obstacle came their way. So I like watching platforms where you can actually, how can I say, create something out of what is being done or said, right? Listen, I could make a poem out of, listen, a drama situation. I could sit here and watch Law and Order, make a poem out of Olivia Benson. You see? Like, I mean, it's just something that it took me a minute to realize I'm good at. I'm good at poetry. A lot of people like my poetry. It doesn't matter if it comes out in a rap form, an R&B form. You see where I'm coming from? Like, I didn't even know that I could do that, all right? But shout out to the people that woke that side of me, all right? For real, for real. So, like, I really, really, really appreciate content creators, SBK, Selena. All right, we got Mouthpiece, The Word. It's crazy how they all gotta put their voice. Maybe that thing go. That's why it's so easy to imitate them Jones. I'm gonna do a whole little album trying to imitate Baby Rate Gringo. Who is it? Yoeli Randy? No, I think it's Yoeli, but I'm not, man, fuck that shit. I can really imitate them Jones in Spanish. Nah, they fucking my live up. You can tell the weather is good when you start hearing this music. This is why I came outside, because I was in this joint trying to watch The Strangers Chapter 2 so I could watch The Strangers Chapter 3, and all you hear is trum, trum, tra, 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 trum, trum, wana, wana. So I'm like, damn. Like, can I listen to my movie? Like, all I keep hearing is the music. Salgo de la disco con esta puta, arrebata de la teta con mi ruta. It's like, what the fuck? Si con mi ruta, la jeva que se monta siempre disfruta. I'm like, yo. I'm saying, like, yo, I want to hear. So I'm like, how can I watch a horror movie? Why y'all over here playing reggaeton in my background, man? I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to just go do a little pop-up live. All right, I was watching a few people live earlier. I was like, let me just, just speak a little bit on it. I was bored as shit. I was like, let me light my Mary Jane and come outside, sit on my porch, enjoy this nice weather, since they can't, all you hear is the tra, 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 tra. Like, damn. Anda, enciéntate en el aire. Like, come on. Like, let me enjoy my movie. But hey, I'm out here. I'm talkative. Mary Jane in my veins. I'm out here that if I ever get scraped by a bullet, right? Shit, the blood all over the floor is gonna be green. And I don't even watch sports, but shout out to the Eagles. But yeah, back on topic, man. But shout out to SBK, yo, for real. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, man. I like watching, listen, we all got a little, how can I say, messy side in us. Some of us, look, like I tell people, right? One day my baby pops walked in here and I was watching a live, and the live was good. Content was going great and everything. Then you got, somebody that came and this whole shit just went left. I was like, oh shit, here we go. I'm like, I just don't understand certain content creators. I mean, I guess, they think that everything's, how can I say, just the time to act like a fool. But damn, if we tell our kids, like, there's a time, how can I say there's a time to be goofy, there's a time to play, but and there's a time to behave. I'm just trying to figure out where did we as adults lose that shit, that damn, that damn sense of thought. But hey, I don't know. That's how it be out here, yo. For real, man. That's why I say social media is undefeated, man. Social media is undefeated, for real. But like SBK was telling me the other day, because I was telling him, like, sometimes I don't want to come on live, like the shit that be happening. Like the people that come into your chat sometimes just trolling, it's just plain out stupid. I'm like, you're not even thinking like that. It's like, I'm not in the mood to sit here and just even throw shots at you. I'm just not in the mood. Like, I don't want to pick up a grenade and throw it at nobody today. Can I just feel like I'm at Jamaica right now? Smoking some Mary Jane in my, my little beach chair, like on some real shit. Like, damn, I came on this John to laugh, and now I'm on this John just wanting to cuss somebody out. Nah. We can't let people feel, we can't let people make us feel like that. Like, I say it constantly, and I got to remind myself, man, don't let no one knock you off your hinges. The crazy part ain't nobody knocking me off my hinges. It's just, it gets boring. You see where I'm coming from? It's like, I have a peaceful time watching my movies, but damn, here we go. We're in reality, and we got the young bulls outside. It's getting nice. The music, the yelling, the screaming, the shooting. I'm like, damn, didn't we get enough of that already? Like, shit. But that's how it is. Listen, we all got that side. Like, I don't mind, like, the drama. But it's like, oh my God, the repeated cycle. I feel like I'm listening to Umar. Shit. And not in a bad way. I didn't put Umar in there in a bad way. I'm saying because Umar likes repeating things. Like, he'll repeat it 3 times, 6 times. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. A little bit of Umar has rubbed into everybody. Because I heard this today. Now I'm hearing it tomorrow. Now I'm hearing it the next day. Now I'm hearing it the day after that. Lord have mercy. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I guess it's time to give this channel a break. See, it's like the repeated cycle for me. It's like, Lord have mercy. It's like, Lord, you gotta ask God to take the wheel, because it gets so serious sometimes, and I'm like, Lord, and y'all say it's entertainment. Is it entertainment, or is this shit? You gotta really treat social media like you gotta treat these streets, man, for real. Shit be out of pocket. It be out of pocket, yo. I don't mind listening to the drama. Like, it's like sometimes it be like the novellas out here, right? But it's like you can't tell sometimes when some shit is real. Sometimes, some shit is fake, for real. Not no more. See where I'm coming from? It's like I was saying earlier, right? When I hopped on Empress's panel, I was like, yo, I was gonna hop a little earlier and say some stuff, but shots were being thrown, and I felt like I was about to cross the street and trying to go to the corner store, but I had to close the door because it's like shots were being thrown left and right, side to side, up and down. You see where I'm coming from? Like, I'm like, we've been through that before. Like, y'all seen me trying to bring awareness to like the petition for the school one day, right? And then, right in the middle of that, live, us vibing and talking and stuff like that. I'm like, damn. And it was young boys with switches. My neighbor got shot in the leg. I was trying to get her on the porch. I felt like I was panicking for some reason. I don't even know why. I did good. I handled myself good. But it was like, wait, all this shit just happened unexpected. And it was like, man, y'all blew my high. Y'all just threw me off. Like, damn, I can't even bring awareness and peace. That's how it be. So it's like, imagine, like, shit. You be trying to listen to these panels and shit be going left. I'm like, oh, here we go. It's okay when people, how can I say to each other? But, man, this stuff that's going on social media sometimes, it's not roasted. You see where I'm coming from? Right? And I was taught to lead by, I was taught to lead with respect, all right? And that's one thing that I do on these platforms, right? I make sure that I lead by respect. So in case I gotta say something back, it's like, look, listen, man, you ain't lead by respect, and I matched your energy, man. I don't get tired of telling people, man, just because I'm respectful, right, don't mean that I'm going to be respectful to everybody. Because if somebody, lead with disrespect, I'm going to top their disrespect. You see where I'm coming from? And I don't like, disrespecting people, because sometimes, how can I say, sometimes you're just saying something, right? And it's just to get at them, right? And you get the truth out of them, right? Because you're not even, your intentions is like, oh shit, I didn't even know this about you. I just said this because your behavior is showing it. But I didn't know that I was, how can I say, hitting veins and shit. How can I say, knocking down egos, and, how can I say, bruising hearts and stuff like that. Like, hold up, wait a minute, take a step back. I was like, yo, shorty, you not a priest. Ain't no priest over here. So, like, yo, take it easy. You ain't got no holy water to heal these wounds that people already, how can I say, gave themselves on social media. Listen, one thing that I've learned, all right, is that you ain't got no friends when it comes to social media. All right, you got people that you can rock with, people that you fuck with. All right, like I like this person's vibe. I like this person's energy. But in reality, reality, do you have a friend? I don't know. If it takes you a long time, right, to even know how a person really is, and sometimes you don't even get to know how a person really is in real life. Do you have real friends on social media? I don't know. I mean, like I said, you got content creators that want to be dictators, right? And subscribers that, subscribe to them because they want to be hype men. They like the drama. They like the bullshit, right? Until shit goes left. Then everybody want to point the finger at everybody. You see where I'm coming from? Like, oh, I didn't, I didn't contribute to this. I didn't laugh when this was happening, but yeesh. It's like when you got people on this joint like, oh, you gotta pick my side. No, I ain't picking no fucking sides. Why? Like, why you want me to come and correct somebody, right, and tell them, oh, you wrong on this, when you doing the same shit this motherfucker's doing? You see where I'm coming from? It's like, you can't really take a lot of stuff on this app serious. You see where I'm like, as crazy as it is, all right? And I know Farmer Nancy and Beautiful One know that, man. So shout out to them, all right? Like, that's why I only pay attention to the, the subscribers that, actually got something real to say, something to talk about. The ones that want to come and bullshit and disrespect, I ain't listen. And I've shown it time after time. I've had, people that call themselves troll, right, in the chat, and they be goofy as shit. I was like, yo, if you could make me laugh, I ain't got a problem with you. For real, for real. But if you gonna sit here and make me look at you like, wait a minute, what we got, fucking motherfuckers that belong in the Epstein file in this bitch? I'm like, now I'm giving you the bombastic side eye. Like, what the fuck just came out your mouth? Hold up, wait a minute, rewind that. Wait, let me take a step back. You see where I'm coming from? Like, nah. Like, listen, I'm open-minded, and I don't like, watching different types of things. But once I notice certain shit, I'm out that John. And I'm gonna start, listen, I got to say that John, and you're gonna hear me say that John a lot, because it's either that or I'm out this bitch. You see where I'm coming? Like, and I'm so tired of talking so professional right now. All right, I'm on the vertical. Like, I really don't care. This is off my chest and into the mic. All right, like, these be the moments where sometimes, I get a little poetic. I like being in the dark, and I just like writing, for real. Because when I start talking, see, my way of expressing myself is very different, to expressing it on paper. This is why I like writing poetry. Told you, it's getting nice outside, people acting stupid. There was no need for him to drive like that right here. What if a kid was trying to cross the street? You see where I'm coming from? There's no need for him to show off his little, how can I say, his little, I don't even know what type of car that is, so I don't even give a fuck. I don't drive, so. We got my OG in the building. We buzzing down brown like I'm the Philly baby. Shout out to my OG, man, Gary Buzzing Down Brown, man. Make sure y'all go check him out. Great conversations, great topics, yo. You won't be disappointed. But yeah, man, that's how it be on these apps, man. It's like everybody wants you to pick a side, man. And I like exploring, man. I'm like Dora the Explorer. Fuck it, man. I'm out here crossing all types of borders. I love exploring, man. And it's like people make you, they're like, I'm like, I don't even want to be here right now. It's like, it's dumb shit. And then if you say that, if you pull out the phrase like Kevin Gates, man, I could never find someone as slow as me. They be like, you think slow? I'm like, no. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Like, yo, that's how it be. For real, for real. You just get tired. Like, yo, like, am I like, damn, like, what is it with people? You just get tired. Then they be wondering, where you been at? You been so lost. I ain't get lost. I just, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. Let me hide in the bushes, be safe from the grenades, all right? Because if I speak my mind, people get mad. You gotta get away from the smoke. Come on, something. But yeah. These YouTube streets are out of pocket, yo, for real. Man. I'm on this job, man. I'm trying to figure out what type of fundraiser I'm gonna do soon so that we can get some funds, try to get a building. We're gonna start looking around because I don't know what happened to my old head. All right, that building in the corner right there that we always talk about is the perfect building, man. But I think old head died while I was caught up working and doing what I had to do. And the church people got the building now, man. And the church people, I think if it's the people that, how can I say, they so-called themselves her peoples, oh my God. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, I don't understand how some people say I'm Christian, I'm Catholic, I'm this, but, they go to church every Sunday faithfully. Hold on. I'm smarter. Like I was saying, man, I don't know how some people can call themselves Christians, Pentecostals, or, Catholic or anything, right? And it's like the stuff that they be doing is so evil. It's like you're doing everything against your religion, right? Because it's like, it's funny as shit while that lady was there, right? Even though they popped up from time to time, to so-called say they was helping her, it was the neighborhood who took care of that old head. Right, and then I was shocked when she was like, yo, man, if anything happens to me, you see where I'm coming from? And she, before she was passing away, she kept calling me. Everybody's like, yo, Ray, she wants you, go see her. And I'm thinking, she was good and stuff like that. I was like, all right, when I get a chance, I'll get down there. When I got the chance to get down there, she wasn't there. She was gone. I was like, yo, I should have took the time, took 1 minute. That's all it took, just took 1 minute. But I'm just getting myself up from the, picking myself back up from the ground. So it's like all it took was just 1 minute, man. I took 2 weeks. I ain't, how can I say, 2 weeks to myself. I ain't, how can I say, I ain't let nobody disturb me. I ain't let nobody bother me. I just sat there. I wrote. I was doing what I had to do, right? When the lady calls, I always pop up. I drop everything I'm doing and I just pop up. But it was like these 2 weeks is like I said it. I wasn't. Then when I come back, I was like, damn. You know how sometimes you make a decision, it's like, you regret it. I regret not taking 1 minute. You see where I'm coming from? To sit and talk to her because I already knew what it was that she wanted. Right? She wanted me to find a way. I would have gotten the 25 stacks in my hand and she would have gave me that whole building to do what I wanted to do with my, community center. But now, dealing with whoever I got to deal with, I might have to, if they do decide to sell the building, I might have to go up, they might go up, 50 grand and up. So it's like sometimes, we get so caught up and, how can I say, miss our blessings for real. Yeah, we got to protect our peace on these platforms for real. Because a lot of people will, sit here and take advantage. It's like they come, they try to take that peace, that essence from inside of you. But man, I like watching a lot of content creators on this app. And I hate how, the fact that a lot of people cause division, but that's not something that, I can sit here and change. You see where I'm coming from? I just, embrace it and, work around it for real, for real. Because you got people like that on social media, the same way you got people like that out here within our own communities, within our own streets. You see where I'm coming from? And I see it on a daily basis. The same way that when SBK had that, that live and they was talking about submission and relationships and stuff like that. You see where I'm coming from? Like, it ain't no different. You see where I'm coming from? Like, people don't see that. A lot of things go hand in hand, but people don't peep. But what fucks me up in the head is how everybody gets grouped into, how can I say, one bunch. When in reality, everybody's different shades, all right, and different minds. The only thing that we all have that's the same is, we all have a beating heart, and when we bleed red. Shit. Before we bleed red, right? Our blood on the inside is supposed to be like blue or something, or like shit. It's like we were aliens or something. Once our blood hit once our blood hits the air, the oxygen, the air outside, that's when that John turns red. For real, for real. That's the crazy part. That's why I'm like, yo, man. That's why we only worry about those that want to make a change and want to make a difference. Those that are not ready and don't want to, how can I say, make a change and want to make a difference. They could stay where they at, for real, for real. But a lot of us is going to live life and do what we got to do. You can't stay stuck. You can't dwell. Facts. A lot of people talk about submitting in relationships, but not submitting to improving. That's a fact, man. That's why, I like the way SBK did it. You see where I'm coming from? You could take submission and, like, the meaning, the definition of submission is so many. Listen, I could submit a piece of paper, all right? I could submit to my goal, all right? Or my goal of, accomplishing, being consistent in something. You see where I'm coming from? Like, but, they submit in relationships. So they think that love is how can I say, a feeling and not an action. So that's a fact, man. That's why I missed the word. I don't know where he at, but one day I'm like, baby daddy, get me in the car, all right? You gotta take me to Detroit. You gotta take me, but we gotta be careful, all right, baby daddy? But you gotta take me to Detroit, all right? Because me and Word, we gonna rumble. Like, bah, bah. We gonna turn into street fighters. I'm a cyber kick his ass. I don't know where he been at, but my big bro, he's been gone. I be seeing him on the chats, but he ain't been going live. Well, we gonna fight though. We gonna fight. I'm gonna make sure. I do like SpongeBob. All right. I go get them, them little fake. How can I say, abs and muscles and stuff like that. Then I'm gonna go over there all diesel and shit, looking like China. Then I'm gonna throw his ass in the trash can. Even though I'm 4'11", all right, and Word is like 6'5" or 6'7" or something like that, almost 8 feet tall. All right. I feel like Shaq. All right. Fuck that. Listen. I feel like Shaq. All right. I feel bigger than Shaq. Bird, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna beat you up so you can go live, right? Let me stop. They might strike my jaw. They gonna say you're going against YouTube guidelines. You're threatening. I'm like, no, I'm not. I was making a joke. I was trying to get Word to pop up. Maybe he'll do a pop-up live like, Rachel, don't be talking that shit. Da-da-da-da-da. He ain't gonna do that though. He ain't gonna do that. Let me leave Word alone, all right? My big bro probably getting a whole lot of shit done. Oh, he went live? I missed that. I didn't even get a notification. I didn't know he went live. That's wild. See, I didn't even get a notification. YouTube doing me dirty. YouTube doing that to a lot of people, yo. It's funny as shit how I've been sitting outside this whole time and ain't no music playing now. See, me and all these young boys about to have a Royal Rumble. And I'm bringing China back, all right? I'm going to be the new China. I'm going to put them all in the submission lock since we've been talking about submission. I'm going to make all of them submit. I was a good wrestler, too. Got me fucked up, watch. And that was what I was good at, too. That grappling on the ground, I was good at that. They all gonna be. I'm gonna do the Chris Benoit. That's what I gotta do. No, the figure 4. There you go. And I gotta perfect it too, so they can't get out. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't say I'm gonna do the frog splash because I ain't jumping from no roof onto nobody. I might bust my head in the concrete. You gotta make them tap out. But man, yeah, I gotta start looking for a whole new building now, man. And this is what I'm saying, like, this is what happens every time, yo. It's like you get caught up trying to make the money, and then that little chance, it's like you got a certain amount of time to do certain things. Especially, that's why I said, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do a fundraiser to try to gather up at least 50K so I can get a building. You see where I'm coming from? And I'm not doing it, through donations. No. We're going to do fundraisers. We're going to sell food. We're going to sell T-shirts. We're going to sell a lot of shit. So I know I got to get permits in the process and stuff like that to, make this, pull through. But I'm just starting. That's why I was like, I want to do it, but I don't want to rush into it and fuck up like the last time. That's where I fucked up at. I rushed into it and I put all my money in. You see where I'm coming from? And boom. Basically, I just gave everybody a whole lot of shit. I gave shit away. That's where I gotta be careful. Because I will be the type like, here you go, here you go, here you go. My heart bigger than my head. That's why I listen, man. I let my baby pops, how can I say, take the lead when it comes to business. They be like, oh, you let him lead? Hell yeah. I get everything I desire out of all this, so I don't have a problem. He don't do me dirty. Shit. Lead on, baby daddy. Lead on and keep giving me what I want. Shit, fuck it. Lead on. I got the ideas and you know how to put them together. That's it. Simple as that. I don't have a problem with him taking the lead. Hell no. The majority of the time, what? Because he perfects my ideas. Real shit. It's like he adds on to it, whereas I could make it even better than what it already was. See, we make each other smarter. That's what I love. So maybe I'm a how can I say, a sapiosexual? Like SBK was talking about. Was that yesterday? Because I love, what I love the most out that man is his brain, his intelligence, how smart he is. And not a lot of men out here are smart, yo. Listen, you can't build with all these men out here, for real, for real. And that's probably because, there is someone for someone out here, but we just can't be looking for it. When the time, is right, that person be right there. Boop, pop up out of nowhere. Real shit. That's how it be. Because I love this shit out there, man. Listen, I don't get along with numbers. And you know why? Why he makes a perfect match for me? Because the one thing I'm lazy in, all right, is math. All right, I hate counting. I hate doing all that shit. If I could have somebody that deals with the math, all right, in my business, all right, money and all that shit, who? And it's him. So who better than trusting the person I say yes to? You see where I'm coming from? Like, hey, shit, fuck it. And I be having fun, shit. I be having fun when he be like, money make me hard. I'm like, hey, whoa, for real, it's making you. I'm like, come on, let me help you out. Money make you hard. Let me resolve the situation real quick. Y'all just don't get it. Real shit. When you got someone that is smart, when their brains is smart, and y'all are able to build with each other, yeah. See. I think I'm a sapiosexual. A sapiosexual? I can't even pronounce the word. SBK know what the fuck I'm talking about. He did a whole live on this John. So I guess I'm that. Because if a man is not smart, intelligent, and I cannot build with this man, I don't want nothing to do with this man. I don't give a fuck how good the sex is. I don't give a fuck how good he could cook. But if we not building together, man, go that way. Step to the side and let someone that can, help me build. That's why I appreciate my fiance, all right? Because he don't just make himself better, he makes me better. But that's how it be. I mean, everybody thinks differently, though, for real. I just so happen to have a plus. I have a man that's smart, a man that can cook, a man that is not lazy. I just so happen to have a plus. That's why I be saying I'm blessed. Listen, I can't complain about my blessings. I appreciate each and every one of those blessings that come my way, for real. And I think too many women complain about what they, how can I say, about what they already got. It's like, what you looking for over there when you got it over here? Everything you're asking for is right here. But it's like, some of us women, I'm gonna stop saying some of us. Some women are just never satisfied. Simple as that. It's like I had to tell a few shorties, right? Like, yo, listen, man, you know what you was getting into when you got with him. If you can't handle it, just let him go. Walk away. You see where I'm coming from? Let him know. Like, look, listen, this ain't working. Same thing. I tell the niggas the same shit. Right? Like, you know what you was getting into when you got into it. If you can't handle it, be real. Be, straight from the gate. That will save you a whole lot. You know what's crazy? Sometimes that works, but sometimes you get that one chick, all right, that will sit here and stalk a man. I mean, I'm guessing, you know how they say the power of the pussy, man? I wish y'all understood that the man got the power of the dick too. All right, and I'm being raw and uncut. This is my channel. All right, like I can't really do this in other people's channels, but on my channel, I could be raw and uncut, man. A lot of these men got, the power of that D too. All right, they got the power of that dick, that eggplant. All right, they could make a woman sit here and fucking hop oceans and mountains and shit like that. All right, for real. And the funny part of it, right? Some of these females and some of these males ain't even touched the dick or the pussy. Real shit. You ain't had the penis or the vagina. And they going crazy. I'm like, damn, all you did was dream about it? Holy shit. Whole bunch of mega minds out here. You ain't even get it yet. And you going crazy over it? No. I don't even want to picture it when you get it. Fuck. But that's how this world be, man. I listen, I had to experience it firsthand. All right. There was this chick. All right, me and my fiance wasn't even together yet, yo. I had to see this shit for myself to believe it. All right. This chick was really stalking the shit. And this time around this time he was with some chick. He was trying to, he was seeing some chick, listen, I was his best friend. I keep trying to tell everybody, all right. My kid's godfather, all right, my best friend went from being that to being my fiance. All right, he went from being my kid's godfather to being their stepfather. All right, real shit. So, I mean, that's how it be sometimes. All right. But Yo, he had this one chick, yo, and we all knew that they didn't have nothing. He was seeing this other chick, stop, blah 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 blah. Yo, man, the day that this chick that was stalking him popped up in the restaurant and made it seem like they was doing something, that's when we all realized, like, damn, you ain't even get it, and it's that deep. Like, girl, you know you ain't get that shit, but you try to make that other chick feel like you starting to. Yo, some females will fucking destroy a relationship for no reason, just because they want to get a taste of what that other female got. Just because they heard another woman say, yeah, I got this. This is what he did. I like, yo, females got to stop telling females, what y'all had. And, listen, what goes on in between them walls need to stay, in between them walls. What happens in between them sheets need to stay in between them sheets. Men and women both need to stop pillow talking. Real shit. Other people come and find out what you got and you want it. Now you got enemies out here. That's the unfortunate part about it. That's why, listen, what happens in between my closed doors, stay in between my closed doors. I ain't going into details. Shit, we all grown. We know what happens. I ain't got to go into details. I ain't telling you shit. I reserve my rights. I plead the fifth. The fuck? That's how it be. That's how it be. That's why I don't talk about listen, I've seen enough of my friends. How can I say? The friends that I had, right? Because I say I got acquaintances more than anything now. Do I got friends? I don't know. I think the word friends is overrated, all right? For real, for real. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I got acquaintances, for real. When I was a kid, I had tons of friends. When I grew up, I learned that we are all loners, all right? We're all borrowed. We're all borrowed. We're all on borrowed time. What I mean by that is, all right, share is what you got. All right, I look at those that are, in my circle as a part of my family. We are a familia. You see where I'm coming from? If I fucks with you, and and we've been rocking with each other for the longest, you're part of my family. Real shit. A friend is overrated. That's for the kids. For real, for real. It's because it's like, the reason why I say that, right, is because people look at, and I've been talking about this a lot before I stopped doing I stopped going live constantly like that. I was talking about it a lot, right? People confuse envy and hate a lot, right? And what's crazy is you can get hate from strangers. Yeah, hate is a very strong word. You can hate anybody, right? But that envy comes from people that are, how can I say, from close, right? From those that know you the most. That's why envy hurts more than hate. You see where I'm coming from? Because it's like someone that envies you, right, is already plotting. All right, they hate you at the same time. They want what you've got. You see where I'm coming from? And since they can't get it, they'll do everything possible. It's crazy. They'll wait for your weakest moment to come and clap, to hit you when you're down. And they know when it's the perfect moment to do it because they've been observing. Envy is an observer. And it, how can I say, it comes out, at the worst of times. You see where I'm coming from? Bad for you, good for them, but only for good, for a little bit of time. Only for a little bit of time. How long I've been on this one? Oh, I'm about to hit an hour. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ignore. I didn't even peep. That was SBK. I'm speaking facts. Shout out to SBK. Shout out to SBK, yo. That's why I say I'm gonna do my little giveaway, but I'm gonna do it to the ones that have been, really, really supporting. Those that wanna, how can I say, be a part of these giveaways. Make sure y'all sub up, all right, for next year. Because I'm not even gonna say next year, because we're gonna try to do these giveaways twice a year, all right. If we can't do it every 6 months, or just twice a year, we're gonna do it at least, once a year. All right. And every year we're gonna try to, do a little more and try to do things a little different. But we're gonna get back to that. But I want to do it for those that really, really support. All right, and man, shout out to that YouTube studio. All right, but I gotta give a big shout out to Yaya for teaching me how to use that YouTube studio the right way. All right, because now I can see who's actually supporting my content, who's sharing. All right, sometimes I can't see the notifications, but when I hop into the YouTube studio, I'm able to see everybody's comments, and I'm able to respond back or delete if I have to delete. Because some people be disrespectful as shit on this joint, for real, for real. And it's like they be like, yeah, bring the drama, don't bring the drama, keep it in the light. But shit, motherfuckers don't understand. The same way you fight them demons at night, I be fighting mines too. So hey, nobody's problem worse than the other. There's people out here going through it worse than us. For real, for real. Trust and believe that. At least we're able to come on this joint and talk. Some people don't make it to tomorrow. People don't realize that part. That's why I say I'm blessed every day. Alright, there was a point in time where, I didn't understand what my goal, what my mission was, or what my purpose was. Let's put it like this. But now I walk with purpose. Alright. So, I mean, a lot of people don't even know what their purpose is in this life, for real, for real. So now I really walk with purpose. God took too many people that I care about for me, away from me. Right? And it was because I was, how can I say, stopping my own blessings. I was too, how can I say, I don't get tired of saying that, my heart is bigger than my head. For real, for real. All right? Like, at times I don't want to believe when people be like, yo, your heart is pure like a child. But it's like, nah, because trust me, there's a bad side in me too. I just don't like letting it out. But it's like, damn, is it as pure as a child? Because it's like, fuck. It's like, even if I wanted to hurt someone, I always choose to walk away. You see where I'm coming from? Like, I could. Right? And I know the right things to say because I observe. People don't even peep that I'm the type that observes. And I could use your own shit against you the same way you're trying to, use the same shit that, people hurt with against them. But I choose not to. Because it's like, once I do that, it's like I've scooped down to that person's level. I don't know if people understand. And that's something that I've realized early, all right? Not early, not as early as I should have, but early enough, all right? Like, the first person that God took from me was my fiance, and I thought that I was doing everything wrong until everybody, sat down and was like, "Yo, you doing things the right way. Like, don't do this. Don't let certain people get into your head. Blah 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 blah." And it took me a minute to pick myself up. I mean, after I had to bury him and stuff like that. Then, he took my mom. I was too busy. Everything that I earned, everything is like, and I had kids, right? And because I thought that I was like, all right, I'm making all this money I could do for my kids. My kids don't need of nothing. I could sit here and keep trying to help my mom, but I was losing folk on the goal, on what I was supposed to be doing, what I was supposed to be accomplishing. I'm not supposed to be here. You see where I'm coming from? Like a lot of people say. But I decided to stay back and help everybody, that I shouldn't have helped, even if it was family. And when people pointed that out, I was like, I can't take back the hands of time, but I could start over. You see where I'm coming from? Like before, when I used to fall, I used to get pissed off. I used to get mad. But now I know it's not about how hard you fall. It's about how fast you, pick yourself up and keep it pushing. And that's where I used to fuck up. I used to dwell in the fall and not realize where the mistake was. But now I take the time and I observe and fix the mistake and keep it pushing. Back then I didn't know how to do that. Back then I used to let people use me for what I could do, what I can give. Now I'm not nobody's floor mat. You see where I'm coming from? And one thing I can sit here and say is that, expressing myself through writing has helped me a lot do that. For real, for real. Yo, what up, dude? There goes my big bro. I was just talking about the Undertaker. What up, dude? I was just talking about you. I missed your last live. I missed your last live, yo. I thought you wasn't going live for a minute. I was just telling Gary busted down that I was gonna go down there and I was gonna beat you up. All right, we was gonna throw you in the trash can and everything because you was like ignoring us and everything. But then it turns out I was wrong. They shut me down. It's like, no, you wrong. Like, he's just, he was live the other day. I was like, oh, all right. He better have gone live. Like, I ain't playing. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to stomp him. I'm like, I'm going to turn into fucking Shaq. Even though I'm 4'11", I be feeling like I'm Shaq, all right? I'm going to go over there and I'm going to beat your 8-foot ass up. Word left. Man, there's a lot going on these social media streets, man. It's getting nice outside. I know tomorrow. The dog be funny as shit. They dog be funny. Yeah, man, I've been falling back. I ain't lying when I said that, these social media streets make you not want to be around. It's like it's too much shit going left. I see a lot of content creators trying to, how can I say, switch the stuff that goes on their panels around a little bit. Hey, chilling?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
But it's like it's a lot going on. And I ain't got, how can I say, I ain't got the time or I'm able to really, to be paying attention to everything or everybody. Shit, it's getting nice outside. It is about to be going down in these streets, yo. When it get like this, man, everybody come out. Humans are kind of like bears. Y'all know that? Wintertime come and, they go hibernate. People do the same thing. The wintertime come, they hibernate. We get fat watching the Super Bowls and shit, or movies. Oh, I don't watch Super Bowls. Or movies, right? Let me stop before I get cursed out. And then we come out when it gets nice, just like the Bears. Somebody playing, but I don't even know what music is being played. I hope they don't strike my channel for that song that's being played. I don't even know who the hell is playing. Bring out the beach chair, yep. Mm-hmm. That's how I be too. Alright, we be innocent. We just sidewalk chicks. Who are those two white boys? So what, white boys?
So what? We just can't. Bubble.
Oh, my mama, she's in the cemetery.
No, I said bubble.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
From Wyoming.
What y'all was doing down there?
Chill, the husband was over there.
The what?
Yeah.
What husband?
Hus. I said the hus, not the husband. The hose.
What hoes? Wait a minute. What? Oh no. We gotta beat these kids. What? They just said they was just looking at the hoes fight. OMG. Lord have mercy. It's gonna be raining outside, yo. At least the streets will get cleaned. Once all that trash get to the corner, we could pick that joint up. Ain't nobody sweeping the whole block. We outside with it. We outside with it. It is beautiful. I could just really sit right here on my porch. It is nice. Put some Dej Love on and some Evie Queen and I be chilling. Put some Olga Tañón. Who's that, Anuel? Damn, I hear Anuel singing a minute. Go ahead, drive faster, fool. They're coming through with the motorcycles. Oh yeah, she listening to Anuel. They be popping out here in the summertime, yo. The young boy was just going off at the officer earlier. These officers gotta meet their quota, so they gonna be fucking with everybody out here, yo. Yeah. And you gotta go sucio. Ugh. And she still got the music playing. The post just changed all his clothes in the street. That shit wild. Damn, man. People be doing the wildest shit out here.
What you're still in court?
They young boy love playing basketball, yo. Hopefully it's a quiet night, yo. So what's up with y'all? Chat, what's going on? Get him on here. It is sad. Voy para allá, voy a buscar a la mujer de mi vida. Yeah, I'll be in this little John chilling. I'll be like univision.com. Oh my god, that fucking rat came out. That bitch. It's fucking rats, yo. It's a little one too. If it come out, I'm gonna hit it with a bottle. Come on, you little baby rat, so I can smash you. Hopefully I aim right. Where that bitch go? Come on out. I see you somewhere in there. Y'all ain't gonna see it because it's under the car. Yeah, they left that way. It went back in the sewer. Fucking rats. Oh my god. I know he popped up like he Candyman. I said the word, and he popped up like Candyman, yo. We gotta be careful. That's why his name forever will be the Undertaker on this joint. My dumb ass was on mute the whole time, and I just got back. I muted it since I had this joint on mute since my son came outside the first time, yo. I went in, did a couple things thinking I was live. We got unmuted, and I was muted this whole time. Ain't that some shit? All y'all kids, y'all the reason my head is like this. You too. You adoptive child?
I sit here and be quiet all day.
Never let no nigga treat me like the two bitches TMG. Girl, you know that nigga toxic. Just like throwing cards, you know I got other options too. But I'm trying not to cross it. I'm gon' hit the brakes, give them back like it's an auction. Ooh, fuck around, be your worst enemy. So put respect on it when you mention me. Audemars hitting on my wrist. How you fuck with me when you know I'm the catch? Baby, I'm a flex. You know I'm the catch. Ballin' like a sim. Boy, you had a winner. Baby, I'm a flex. You know I'm the catch. Ballin' like a sim. Boy, you had a winner. Can't force you to act right. Still tripping off last night. Came here looking for an argument. Whole time you've been with another bitch. I'm the one you love to get from A to B. You ain't got the bank account to play with me. You ain't got the bank account to play with me. Kill a nigga soul when you see you moving forward. Niggas wanna pay just to come and fill the aura. Can't you see you had it on a platter? Can't believe you tried to treat me like I never mattered. Guess you got these niggas in a chokehold. Got me blowing money all on Melrose. You can easily hit the extra. You know I was there before I met you. Yeah. Baby, I'm a flex. You know I'm the catch. Ballin' like a sim. Boy, you had a winner. Baby, I'm a flex. You know I'm the catch.
I haven't been to the grocery store in months because this delivery service offers hundreds of high-quality, non-GMO groceries and recipes that help me feel my best daily. Food is the easiest way to take all the stress and guesswork out of eating healthy.
Alright, I'm back.
And nutritionists in one with curated groceries and personalized meal plans that ship straight to your door.
Listen. These kids will have losing your mind. Look at all these grades. Ain't this? Yo, look how perfect this is coming out. Oh. It's gonna come out like storm. This shit is perfect. All of them are starting to get gray. And then in the back, it's all black. Yo, it's coming out.
Check out Honduras today and ditch the grocery store for good.
You want to sit on the steps or something?
You're natural.
Let's make this more interesting. Winner gets...
The 120 million payout with top prizes of 2.5 million.
Oh, it's on.
Just you wait till next time.
Rematch next week?
Let's play it by ear. Keep on scratching.
I don't even know you and I hate you.
It's gonna be me and my son me and my daughter tonight. Just me and her, my little shorty. She might want to do some TikTok dances. I don't know, we'll see. Kind of love from a nigga.
Every night make you cry.
Kind of love from a nigga.
Make you wish you would die. I mean, shit, you want the things and gave you down in range, but the things wasn't worth none of the pain that he brings. If you stay for me, you fall for him. That nigga had the power, make you fall for him. I thought you was a doctor, be on call for him. Smack you down, but he said you wasn't too tall for him. That wasn't love, baby girl, you was screaming. I could have killed you when you said this he was growing from his feet.
And then take over your mind. What you think is love, it's truly not. You can elevate and find. Okay. Just challenging someone to a race? What the hell is he doing with his car? Myself. And put it back on the shelf. Why the fuck Bull stuck his head out the bucket? What the hell's going on in Philly, yo?
Telling me to mind my business, that it was her life and stay the fuck out of it. I tried and said just for him I keep a ready clip. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind.
What you think is love is truly not. You to elevate and find. Yo, we need some more rappers like Eve. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. If only we had rappers like Eve.
Know you and I want you dead. Don't know the facts, but I saw the blood pour from my head. See, I lay down silent in the hospital bed, and about 2 hours later, doctor said she was dead. Had the nerve to show up at her mother's house the next day to come and take your respect and help your family pray. Even now, they're looking and let the tears drop. And before you had a chance to get up, you heard my gun cop praying to me now. I ain't God, but I pretend. I ain't start your life a nigga, I'ma bring it to an end. And I did clear shots and no regrets. Never cops coming like you under the jail. Nigga would never my bitch. Fuck that, my sister. You can never figure out. Even if I let you live, what I know it's all about. I consider her my blood and it ain't come no nigga. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You to elevate and find. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. It's blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. It's blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. It's blind.
They don't make music like in the 90s no more. Was it in the 90s? I think this was in the early 2000s. Or was it the 90s? Damn, I can't even remember. Early 2000s or late 90s? I can't remember. I gotta look it up. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Damn, he need to get his car fixed. Shit.
My previous car insurance was hiking up our rates, and that's what we all said. They gave me a quote in a few minutes, and I saved hundreds.
I need to go to the
What
store.
kind of no fee, no
I'm about to call my
minimum
baby
Capital One
daddy.
360 checking account do for you? A lot. Bank and SIP at any Capital One.
Damn, I came back and everybody left.
That's the stuff. Try a no fee, no minimum 360 checking account.
I can't even see if anybody's in there. Let's just enjoy the night. Look it, we on this, John. Mommy, Mommy.
Bring the sun to my garden, rain to my garden, then spring to my garden. I see the horizon, looking in your eyes, and man, I'm just being honest. It was a gun to myself, it stands to my heart, 'cause it used to my just for you. For you. All the blood to my socket, chains to my pocket. You gotta rock with me to my soul, to my road. Sure that I take, but I'm trying to make it back. I wanna be somebody that you need. I want you to be somebody that will leave. I wanna be somebody. It's been 5 months since you went away. Left without a word, nothing to say. When I was the one who gave you my heart and soul, but it wasn't good enough for you, no. So I asked God, God sent me an angel from the heavens above. Send me an angel to hear my broken heart from being in love. 'Cause all I do is cry. Send me an angel, wipe the tears from my eyes. And I know it might sound crazy, but after all that I've given up to you, you wanna come back in my life. But now there's something that I have to do. I need to know my love no more. My heart can't take no more rides, and my eyes are all out of cry. So God sent me an angel from the heavens above. Send me an angel to hear my broken heart from being in love. 'Cause all I do is cry. God send me an angel, wipe the tears from my eyes. Begging, help me on my knees, begging God please send you back to me. I couldn't speak. You made me feel like I could not breathe. And I wanted to feel your touch, to give you all of my love. Turn right up my baby, I'm never now, but you can't have it, oh God. God sent me an angel from the heavens above. Send me an angel to get my broken heart from being in love. 'Cause all I do is cry. God send me an angel, wipe the tears from my eyes. Oh, God, send me an angel. Wipe the tears from my eyes. Send me an angel from the heavens above. Send me an angel. God, send me an angel. Oh, God.
Why is Eve playing again? I'll be back.
Hey yo, I don't even know you and I hate you. See, all I know is that my girlfriend used to date you. How would you feel if she held you down and raped you? Tried to try, but she never could escape you. She wasn't loved, and I'd ask her how. I mean, why? What kind of love from a nigga would black your eye? What kind of love from a nigga every night make you cry? What kind of love from a nigga make you wish he would die? I mean, shit, we bought him pains and paid down in rain, but them things wasn't worth none of the pain that he brings. And you stayed, what made you fall for him? That
Your upgrade is ready, finally.
My upgrade?
Enjoy.
See y'all later.
Experience the sounds of Nashville with Chase Sapphire Reserve. Known for pursuing your passions. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment.
we gonna end this drum when it hit the 2 hour mark. I'm back. I had to go change my music that was repeating. I just love Amanda Perez, yo.
Wegovy now comes in a pill. Ask your prescriber about Wegovy now in a pill, and visit Wegovy.com to learn how you can start saving. Wegovy now in a pill.
That sky look beautiful as shit. Is this John still zoomed in?
We all do. You see a line and wonder, should I join you? Even crazy is that folks stick with insurance to keep them waiting around to find a truck. Well, Geico's flexible. It's available day or night.
I think it's gonna rain. I ain't gonna say it now.
It feels good to step out of line. It feels good to Geico.